April here again, and welcome now to part 3 of Essential Oils Theory class. The science of how essential oils work. You want to consider different things when you're considering working with the essential oils, when you're making essential oils, and when you're producing them. For example, what is the soil condition? What was the plant? What was the fertilizer that was used? The geographic region, environment, climate, altitude? How was it harvested? And what was the distillation process? All of those things make a big difference. For example, if you buy a seed that's not an organic seed, you're going to have some adulterants already in that plant. If you get, say, peppermint that's at a higher altitude and peppermint that's at sea level, it's going to have a different tone, a different compound to it. You're going to watch when it's being processed. How did they process it? Did they use high temperatures? Did they process it? Did they use high pressure? What were the materials that were being used? And that's what's going to cause the compound to be good or not pure, or to be pure. Plant material needs to be organic if possible. No pesticides, herbicides, those type of things, or agricultural chemicals. When they're distilled within the proper, then they can become therapeutic and medicinal grade. What is the difference between therapeutic and medicinal grade? They're pretty much the same in the sense that they have the chromatographic results with them. They are AFNAR or EEBOC, I believe it is, rating on them, which means they are pure and they've been read, and that their batches have been monitored and they have been recorded as to what is within those. That's what makes them therapeutic and medicinal. If it's recreational, it's then we don't necessarily know maybe that it was organic. We don't necessarily know if the product was grown in this environment or in that environment. So those are just a few things to be aware of when you're looking at an oil and somebody claims that it's a pure therapeutic grade. Okay, can it be backed up? Does it have an AFNAR or an EEBDOC code on the bottle? Essential oils are a natural chemical compound, and it's a science. It's not just something that is by the bottle at the store and, oh, my best friend said I can put lavender on a burn. No, that's not going to always work. If you get a poor grade and it's got synthetics or it's got adulterants in there, it can actually do more harm. It can actually cause that burn to get worse, where you really need to know what is in your essential oils. With knowing their chemical compounds, what are they? Monoterpenes, sesquiterpenes, terpenes, all of those things. You really need to know that they don't have other constituents added to them. They don't have adulterants, and that they are. You can usually tell this when you inhale an essential oil. If you breathe an essential oil, take 3 different bottles and breathe from 3 different manufacturers, and you're going to know which one smells more like the original product that you actually had purchased. And a pure essential oil also will absorb within the body within 7 seconds. If you're using an oil and it does not, you know that it's not 100% pure. An essential is high in viscosity, and when they thin or decrease the thickness of the circulatory system and can benefit the circulatory system, the immune system, and every cell and organ of the body, and even into the brain. When working with the ionization of an essential oil, it'll help clean, and it'll clear the environment, clearing the making the environment non-toxic.